Fever dub! Bow, bow, bow! Also, would you guys look at this cute little denim set for Ozzy? In case you guys want to see him in it. Is that not so cute? Yes! Let's get a dub column! Oh. Big dub!
The Indiana Fever just pulled off one of the most stunning upsets in recent WNBA history, and they did it without their superstar, Caitlin Clark. With Clark sidelined due to a groin injury, the Fever were written off before tip-off against the reigning champions, the Las Vegas Aces, a team that hadn't lost to Indiana since 2019. To make matters worse, veteran Dana Bonner had just quit the team, key player Dyrus Dantas was overseas, and the bench was thin.
We talked about, we just made sure that our energy was high, made sure that we were focused, because obviously we know Vegas is a great team and their team full of winners. And so for us, it's making sure that we turn the page off of a great Commissioner's Cup success, and then we have to be ready for Vegas, and we were.
McDonald back on the attack, lays it in. Mitchell, beautiful pass, 2 more for Boston. Oh, catch and shoot, connects. Here's Mitchell left wide open, and Mitchell cashes in with a 3. McDonald turns the corner and gets to the rim.
The odds couldn't have been worse. But instead of folding, Kelsey Mitchell, Aliyah Boston, Sophie Cunningham, Lexi Hull, Ari McDonald, and Natasha Howard rose to the challenge and absolutely dismantled the Aces by 27 points. This wasn't just a win, it was a full-blown statement. The Fever's offense, which had struggled without Clark's playmaking, suddenly came alive.
Here's Kelsey Mitchell, flips it to Howard, who lays it in. And Indiana's offense humming here in the opening 3 minutes. He hit 3 threes in that win on Tuesday. They're high on the season. Mitchell, shifty, gets to the rim.
Oh, it's the re-screen by Boston, and then this is rhythm here. Screen, re-screen, the twist action, the switch, and then watch the bump right here. Once you get the defender right next to you, Pat.
Mitchell's 3 powerful words, "We ain't done," capture the heart and soul of a team that refused to go quietly. In front of a sold-out crowd at Gainbridge Fieldhouse, Indiana didn't just compete, they dominated. They proved they're more than just a one-star team. They're resilient, battle-tested, and ready to shock the league. And if you're a true Fever fan, now's the time to say it loud, "I've got the Fever. Let's go."
No updates outside of she's out tonight, so just continuing to work and get her progress and make sure there's no setbacks.
With the start-stop nature of you guys this season to this point, having 5 in a row at home right here, what kind of opportunity do you view that as for the rest of your year?
I mean, I think it's a great opportunity for us. Sleep in your own beds for a while, play some games at home, in our home arena with this crowd. It is a great opportunity, but you also can't take the opportunity that you're playing at home for granted, right? We still got to come with that energy, that effort, that high attention to detail, intentional focus, and we've got to build.
The Indiana Fever just delivered a performance that no one saw coming, and they did it without their biggest star, Caitlin Clark. With Clark out due to injury, the team was left without its floor general, its leading scorer, and its emotional leader. As if that wasn't enough, veteran Dana Bonner quit unexpectedly, Dyrus Dantas was overseas representing Brazil, and the team's depth was stretched thin.
With Caitlin and her status, just how did she look? How did she feel today during shoot-around? And is she making progress and getting closer playing?
She's making progress. I think, again, top of mind, I think I told you this afternoon, is just long-term. Making sure that we don't have any setbacks. Making progress and feeling good are 2 different things, and we want to make sure that she feels good. We want to make sure that she's confident. We want to make sure that we're not putting her in a position to have any setbacks, and that's the priority right now.
To make matters worse, they were going up against the Las Vegas Aces, the reigning champions led by MVP Aya Wilson, a team the Fever hadn't beaten since 2019. Everything pointed to a blowout loss. But instead of crumbling, the Fever came alive.
Coming off a big Commissioner's Cup win Tuesday, the Fever emphasized coming into this one how important it was to keep moving forward, to keep the train on going, to not have a hangover in maybe more ways than one, and they did not. It was a dominant display, bigger than I can ever remember here in recent memory with the Fever, especially when the star player was out.
Kelsey Mitchell led the charge with ice in her veins, backed by a fierce and focused Aliyah Boston, a lights-out Sophie Cunningham, and an all-out effort from Lexi Hull, Ari McDonald, and Natasha Howard. Together, They silenced every critic and crushed the Aces by a jaw-dropping 27 points. This wasn't just a victory, it was a declaration.
What have you seen the last two games in particular against the Wings and the Lynx of the growth of this team without Caitlin on the floor?
I think first and foremost, defensively, we've been better. And that's continuing to build consistency in our coverages, have a high attention to detail in everything that we do. I think our activity, our awareness has been better on the defensive end as well. We've done a better job of protecting the paint. Now we've still got to improve in defending without fouling.
The Fever proved they're more than one player, more than a storyline. They're a team with heart, grit, and something to prove. Kelsey Mitchell's words after the game said it all: "We ain't done." And for every fan who still believes, it's time to scream it from the rooftops. Asterisk, I've got the fever. Asterisk.
Here's Kelsey Mitchell, flips it to Howard, who lays it in. And Indiana's offense humming here in the opening 3 minutes. They hit 3 threes in that win on Tuesday. They're high on the season. Mitchell, shifty, gets to the rim.
Oh, it's the rescreen by Boston, and then this is rhythm here. Screen, rescreen, the twist action, the switch, and then watch the bump right here. Once you get the defender right next to you, Pat.
That's Boston's 5th rebound here tonight. He is 6th in the league on the glass coming into the night. Mitchell, beautiful pass. 2 more for Boston.
Watch this right here. Just the pitch back, the ball screen, the shake up, throw over the top.
So it's an 8-1 run to start the third quarter here for Las Vegas. Bounce pass inside. Mitchell lays it in. Pretty finish.
What a finish.
Against all odds, the Indiana Fever just shocked the entire WNBA, and they did it without Caitlin Clark on the court. Going into their matchup against the powerhouse Las Vegas Aces, the Fever were missing their star playmaker, dealing with a sudden exit from veteran Dana Bonner, and stretched thin with players like Dyrus Dantas competing overseas. The Aces, led by the unstoppable Aliyah Wilson, had dominated Indiana for 5 straight years.
Here's Kelsey Mitchell, flips it to Howard, who lays it in. And Indiana's offense humming here in the opening 3 minutes. He hit 3 threes in that win on Tuesday. They're high on the season. Mitchell, shifty, gets to the rim.
Oh, it's the rescreen by Boston, and then this is rhythm here. Screen, rescreen, the twist action, the switch, and then watch the bump right here. Once you get the defender right next to you, Pat.
That's Boston's 5th rebound here tonight. He is 6th in the league on the glass coming into the night. Mitchell, beautiful pass. 2 more for Boston.
Watch this right here. Just the pitch back, the ball screen, the shake up, throw over the top.
So it's an 8-1 run to start the third quarter here for Las Vegas. Bounce pass inside. Mitchell lays it in. Pretty finish.
What a finish.
Everything pointed to a blowout. But instead, what unfolded at Gainbridge Fieldhouse was pure magic. Kelsey Mitchell lit the spark, Aliyah Boston battled in the paint, and teammates like Sophie Cunningham, Lexi Hull, Ari McDonald, and Natasha Howard played with unshakable determination. If you're passionate about real basketball talk, subscribe to the channel, hit that like button, leave a comment, and share with fellow fans, because your support keeps the game alive.